Coming up today on YOLO Texas.
If we're so proud to be Texan, why aren't we selling our own products? So that's what started the store.
I want everybody that walks in here to remember those days of when they'd wake up to their mother's cooking.
We're actually the very first food truck on the island. We get to take the island to them.
We have the world's largest farmhouse. It's 16,000 square feet.
Join us on our trip across Texas.
Where's the sheriff at in this town? There are 6,000 head of cattle. He said the sheriff gave him permission to put them there.
Yeah, I did.
You ain't got a right to do that. That's my land.
Just calm down. This guy's always coming in here causing trouble when he's...
Hey, you mind your own business. This is none of your business,
My
lady.
business that you come into, then you're gonna have
What
to
you
tell me
talking to that woman?
Get out of here.
Hold on.
Get out of here.
Hold on now, lady. Come on.
Get out of here.
Come on.
I know what it's for. Get out. Don't come back.
The cowboy capital not only of Texas but of the world, apparently, and you guys have a Texas store in the cowboy capital of the world. So what is it that brings a tourist into your store?
Mainly because everything's made in Texas. The second thing that brings them in is we have the only alcohol tasting bar in the entire county. That includes our other food products as well. They can come in, they can taste it before they buy it.
There you go. And how long have you guys been around for?
In July, it'll be 4 years.
We met a whole bunch of years ago. Nancy told me she was going to open this store. I said, hey, wait, I want to be in the middle of that. I know more about Texas than you do. So it's been an ongoing argument forever.
What started this store, though, is my family heritage. I'm a fifth generation Texan, and I went to places like the Riverwalk, New Braunfels, Goliad, even here. And the stuff you find that says Texas on it is all imported. And I figured if we're so proud to be Texan, why aren't we selling our own products? So that's what started the store.
You guys are also on the Whiskey Trail, is that right?
We advertise the Texas Whiskey Trail, which we actually found out about by accident. I knew there was a wine trail, but now they've started, I think within the last couple of years, the Texas Whiskey Trail. And so we help advertise that since all our alcohols come from Texas.
I'm ready to see more of it.
Absolutely.
Why don't you come on in and let's try some stuff?
Yeah, let's do it. This is super Texas, and I want to look through every little thing, but apparently I've got to try some salsa first before I go into the whiskey. Sounds like a good idea. Let's go do that. Okay, so this is the part I've been waiting for. Salsa tasting, jam tasting. If anybody knows anything about Texas, chips and salsa are one of the main food groups, am I right?
Yes.
Yeah, so walk me through what we got here.
So we have something called pickle smash. A lot of people love dill pickles. This is dill pickle salsa.
Put that on a chip here.
It's a whole new experience.
It has the sweetness of a tomato salsa, but you can taste the pickle. And if you love pickles, you're gonna love this salsa.
So this is our chili relleno, and what's nice about all of ours is they have these little peppers on the side here, and it tells you whether it's hot or really hot, gonna burn your face off hot.
Oh, okay, no burning faces.
This one is
off. I
not,
need that.
no burning faces today.
The little chili on the side makes it look like it's not too hot. This has a smoky flavor to it.
Oh, yeah.
And again, not a ton of heat. You could pile this on. You could probably really cook with this too.
We have a range of salsas. We have a little bit of everything for everybody. So our raspberry chipotle pepper jam is next. You get the pepper taste, but not the heat. It's gonna hit you at the very end, and it's very subtle.
Quite the build up to this jam too. I love it, man.
It's totally worth it.
You hit the nail right on the head. It tastes like raspberry with just a little bit of almost like
Pepper.
pepper. Yeah, let it kind of fill your mouth.
Yes.
Yeah.
All of it's delicious.
Howdy, y'all.
Howdy.
You are the guys to know.
We try to be.
Well, it looks great, and I'm ready to taste what you've got.
All right, let's start you off with a little bit of wine.
Okay.
We've got wine from the Red 55 Winery in Lindale, Texas. Home of Miranda Lambert. Her family actually owns the winery.
Okay, love Miranda Lambert.
A semi-sweet red. You'll have some sweetness, not a whole lot of dry on that one.
This is very sweet, not a ton of dry, and I love a sweet red, so sign me up, man, that's
Awesome.
great.
We're gonna move you on from there to other things we sample, which is our whiskeys and our vodkas.
Okay.
So we're gonna step you up. We're gonna work with Will here.
Well, I'll start you with our vodka. This is actually 6 times distilled.
Does that mean 6 times the fun?
Absolutely.
6 times distilled, there you go. Very nice, very smooth. It lingers, of course, but it's not overpowering at all, yeah.
For sure.
And we're gonna finish you off with something just up the road, New Braunfels. New Braunfels being a German town decided, well, we're gonna up the game and we're gonna make a Hefeweizen whiskey. This one is gonna be very smooth. You should get notes of lemon and cloves similar to a Hefeweizen beer.
That one's my favorite. That one's definitely my favorite.
And like anything we have here, one thing we love to say is we love to let you try before you buy because there's always a mystery in a bottle.
Love that, love that.
We wanted to say thank you for coming by today.
Oh my gosh!
We have a little sample of everything and that wonderful Red 55 wine that you really like.
Oh, that was my favorite. So subtle, yet sweet, perfect. These are my favorite chips too.
Well, there you go. 2 gringos around the corner.
Yeah, woo-woo. And I got my pickle salsa, yay!
Thanks for coming by. We
Thank
appreciate
you
you
so
coming and
much
seeing
for
us.
having us. This place is full of history, and thank you so much for taking me around, showing me all the samples, showing me all the little bits and pieces that you have in the store that are just packed with so much history and fun facts. It's not like something you're gonna find anywhere else.
Never.
Yeah.
It's a fun place to shop.
Coming up next, more YOLO Texas adventures heading your way.
A lot of seafood, a lot of different stuff, but when it comes to that traditional Mexican food, I want everybody that walks in here to remember those days of when they'd wake up to their mother's cooking, and it's the best compliment because it knows that, hey, the concept that I wanted is actually working well. How you doing?
I'm doing well.
Great.
I always love coming out to Del Rio, so this is a new spot for me.
You actually caught me at the right time too. I just made a drink.
I was gonna say, what is that?
That is gonna be our delicious paloma. A little bit of tequila, fresh lime juice, and then it's gonna be topped off with fresca. We like to put a little candy stick in there. I think it's time we get you a drink as well, right?
I like, man,
Isa.
I like molcajete.
There you go, there you go.
I am so hungry, so I think I came to the right spot.
Well, just like I tell everybody, you're not gonna be too hungry when you leave, I guarantee you that.
Yeah.
A lot of good stuff that we got to try, so we'll go ahead and how about we start off with something that is originated down here at the border. It's something that we like to say our guisado bean and cheese.
Okay, I've been hearing about the guisado bean and cheese, but I haven't had one, and I need it in my life.
We actually just had a guisado fest here not too long ago.
Yeah.
So it's something that, you know, if you haven't tried it, definitely need to.
Let's get to know molcajetes and how you came and the idea, the inspiration.
In 2019, February 26th, we actually started up molcajetes. You know, it was a different concept for the fact that we actually started off with a buffet. We did a little remodeling, and then we actually started working on a menu, a little more extensive menu to get something more offering for everybody else versus just a traditional Mexican food.
And that's where we're here, and that's why we're highlighting, because everyone that we've talked to in Del Rio, when we say where's some places that we need to eat, your name came up not once, a handful of times.
You know, it's worked really well, because I've heard plenty of people come and say, hey, it tastes just like my mother's mole, or it tastes just like my grandmother's enchiladas. That smell would get you up and going.
You're making my mouth salivate just thinking about my grandmother's homemade tortillas.
I'm telling you, it's the best. People can relate to it. Once somebody can relate to it, it's gonna be great.
Holy smokes!
Cream enchilada, and I made it with one of our famous Mexican beers.
Thank you so much, Isa.
Yeah, she's like been known very well for those micheladas. Now you see how sometimes it's hard for me to get
this
to work.
I can barely see. There's so many things going on here.
It's like a candy shop on this michelada.
It's sweet, it's savory, it's probably the best michelada I ever had. There's a lot going on. This could possibly be your appetizer, your starter.
Yeah,
before the main meal.
It's something that we always like to make super fresh, keep unique, and at the same time make it known to where if you want something like this, you gotta come here to try it.
The GBC's in the house.
The GBC.
This is the famous GBC.
Guisado bean and cheese.
Holy smokes.
Something, when you come down to the south, you can't go back up north without trying one of these.
Cheers!
Cheers. There you go.
Let's go.
Feels like it's the first time I tasted it every time.
I'm like a hard critic when it comes to flour tortillas. These are bomb.
We make them right on
I
the
kind of
spot.
need an extra one so I can
get
all the leftovers.
You get and that's how it is. The tortilla has to have a really good consistency. It can't be too soft, can't be too hard, not too powdery, but just a perfect flavor.
Your guisado too is just so tender and it just melts in your mouth, and then you add that cheese and the beans that just help melt everything together.
Yes, and then it's something that you could literally sit there and not even chew it, and just with your tongue, you'll take it apart. So these sauces actually are very, very unique to us. It's our avocado salsa, but for people that want something on the little spicier end, we got this chile de árbol sauce. Very delicious.
That's a good pica.
You know,
really
one thing
cool.
with tacos is you gotta have that salsa to complement it as well.
I can't stop. I can't stop with this GBC right here.
Just when you thought that this was the best day of your life, I got another little surprise for you. You're in for a treat right here. We start off with our homemade ranchero sauce, Monterey shredded cheese. Then we kind of just start layering it off to the sides. So we have a little bit of beef fajita, chicken fajita, queso panela. We have a little bit of nopal on there. And then to top it off, we get a stuffed Anaheim pepper, jumbo shrimp, a little bit of more salsa ranchera.
The GBC I was excited for, but this just came out and just blew my mind.
No, it's wait till you try it.
Cheers. Holy smokes, here we go. It's so delicious. I'm so tempted to get my spoon and just slurp it up.
No, you'd be surprised. People have done that. People have done it. It's good. You got cheese, you got everything in there.
This is amazing.
And then when you get the shrimp, do a little cheers.
Cheers! Every single thing I've eaten so far has just been hands down. I keep on saying that. Hands down, the best food I've ever tasted. I'm not lying when I say that.
Well,
cheers.
With that being said, thank you guys for coming out. I really appreciate your time and give you a reason to come back.
To be continued.
To be continued,
One more
my
cheers.
friend. One more cheers. There you go.
Hungry for more? We get a bite of the island up next on YOLO Texas.
You know, I enjoy what I do. I like cooking for people. I like seeing their face whenever I give them the bowl and they're like, I love it. It's my favorite. So we were actually the very first food truck on the island. We started back in 2018. We felt like we needed a little more flavor on the island.
Yeah, whenever you go to the beach, I think everyone has in mind, I need something fresh, I need something tropical,
Exactly,
and y'all bring
It's
exactly
something
that.
different. Getting a pineapple, you can take cool pictures and whatnot.
Absolutely, this is totally Instagrammable.
Well, what you got in front of you, that's what we serve. So we serve everything in the pineapple. This is called our baller bowl.
Okay.
You got your Cajun seasoned jasmine white rice down at the bottom.
Okay.
So you get half a pound of chicken, half a pound of shrimp.
Okay.
And then, of course, your 8-ounce lobster, which is half a pound.
The food so far is amazing.
We also serve tacos.
Okay, yeah, what else you got here?
We got a chicken al pastor tacos.
Okay.
So a lot of people think pastor is pork, but we're more on the healthier side. So everything's grilled, nothing's breaded. Instead of pork, we do chicken. So it comes with cilantro, pineapples, of course your salsa, your limes. So every day we do something different, you know. We try to just keep moving, you know, come up with things, you know. We also do Formula One, we do NASCAR, MotoGP.
So the food truck
we do
moves.
concerts, yes.
Not only do you get to satisfy the people here on the island, but you get to...
We get to take the island to them.
Yes, we're here for it.
We also serve drinks, which is this one right here.
Okay, yeah, let's talk about this big boy.
So it's a fresh cut pineapple, a little bit of some coconut juice and some ice. We blend it up for you. We put it in this awesome little, not little, but awesome pineapple.
This is sick. It's so refreshing. It just like hits the spot. It's so fresh.
Yeah, and then you can garnish it however you like with the chamoy, frechas if you like.
This is going down too fast. And this is all like
it's
super...
all natural. Everything's natural.
Well, this is amazing. Everything was super good.
Thank you.
Super fresh. I don't think you can ask for anything more when you come out to the island. So thank you.
You have to. If you don't stop at Pineapple Ninjaz, then you didn't come to the island.
Hey, that's right. All right, take a picture and show it to the world.
Of course, of course.
We are not done yet. Coming up on YOLO Texas, we jump into the world's largest inflatable bounce house. You don't want to miss it. Keep up with all things YOLO Texas and find out where we're off to next by following along every journey through Instagram. For everything you need as you travel through our great state and beyond, check out our friends at TexasHumor.com. You can get everything from t-shirts to hats and even books about this wonderful place we call home. For even more Texas love, check them out on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. TexasHumor.com, the most Texan place online.
Noah, thanks for having us out here. It looks so fun. I can't wait to bounce, but let's talk about it first. Tell me all about what the Big Bounce America is.
We're an inflatable theme park. As you see behind me, we have the world's largest bounce house. It's 16,000 square feet. And if you put that in comparison with a normal bounce house, they're about 10 by 10, and you can fit about 8 to 10 people in per hour. And we fit about 350.
It's literally the biggest bounce house, right? Like there's proof.
Certified by the Guinness Book of World Records, we have the world's largest bounce house.
Will you explain to us the different areas?
Yes, so behind us is the world's largest. We have DJs, a ball pit, we have a slide inside, bubbles, confetti going off, music, fun games, you name it, it's probably in that big bounce house. Then we have a 1/4 mile obstacle course, and we have a sports slam arena that's all inflatables with jousting sticks, balls, volleyball, you name it, it's going on inside of it.
The thing I love about it is it's really for everyone, right?
Yes, so we actually do it by sessions and age groups. It's really cool to get all the families out because now everyone's always inside playing video games and electronics. This is something everyone can come out to do, it doesn't matter the age, and everyone's always having a great time.
I wouldn't have expected so many adults to get into it.
Oh, you have no idea. We have adults come out and they're like, oh, I got this. So like, I go to the gym every day, I'll be fine. And then they go through it and they're like,
this is exhausting.
We are going to
gonna be looking for the highest jumper, and the winner is gonna get a prize.
Welcome to the Giant, y'all.
Challenging Mace.
This it. Go. Go, go, go.
Oh no!
Separate sides?
Let's do it.
Okay.
Race.
Just like wipe out. Oh, yeah. Keep going. Keep going. Made it. Woohoo! Let's go. Woo. How you feeling?
Like, really tired.
The tingling in the back of the throat.
Yeah, like that ice cold
The
breath.
chest caving in, but we did it. That was fun.
Yeah.
Okay, I checked out the world's biggest bounce house. I did the obstacle course with Mace, and now it's time to check out airspace. Let's do it. Big Mounts America, 10 out of 10. And cut.